we heard about the significance of Bhagavad Gita, the summary of Bhagavad Gita, and the flow of Bhagavad Gita, and the yoga ladder, and then the Bhagavad Gita chapter-wise. That's first chapter, second chapter, third chapter, fourth chapter, fifth chapter, sixth chapter, seventh chapter, eighth chapter, ninth chapter, 10th chapter, 11th chapter, 12th chapter, 13th chapter, 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, 18th chapter. All 18 chapters. We have heard that. And today we'll hear the answers from Srimad Bhagavad Gita. Gita answers for our life. So questions from us and Sri Bhagavan Vacha from Bhagavad Gita. So question and answers. So remember, I'll show you this slide, first slide that we have had. Why should one know Bhagavad Gita? Significance or importance of Bhagavad Gita. All the questions that we have and the answers that are there in Gita. Let me show you the slides so you know. All right, dear devotees, one last time, you may please take Darshana Partha Sarati Krishna Ekam Shastram Devaki Putra Gita. So, these were the ones. Yeah, actually, the important shlokas in Bhagavad Gita, that is also covered in that WhatsApp group. All the important shlokas of Bhagavad Gita are recited and posted too. The last one will be posted tomorrow. So all these, with the grace, with the mercy of Sri Guru and Gauranga, we had this opportunity to serve Gita Pravaha together, and all of these things were addressed. Now we will go with the question and answers, the Gita answers. Okay, so these are some few questions here, and there can be many answers from many verses. There can be many verses answering the same question. I have just chosen only few here and there, but you could add to the list. This is just a last minute compilation put together for the answers for these questions. This will be, I'm thinking this will be surprisingly very short, short Katha class. Because I'm just going to read the questions and answers, that's all. After that, we can just informally hear something, discuss something. That's all, dear devotees. So question, by the way, how is Bhagavad Gita relevant to us? Bhagavad Gita is relevant to the whole creation because all this creation has 5 eternal truths. Ishvara, Jiva, Prakriti, Kala, Karma. These 5 things. Because these 5 truths are present in this creation, whatever is present in this creation and whoever is present in the creation, Bhagavad Gita is relevant to all of us, all of them. Okay, that way Bhagavad Gita has relevance to everybody. So is Bhagavad Gita only for Hindus? Well, Bhagavad Gita is for any soul. Any soul, not any body belonging to any country or any religion. Bhagavad Gita is for any soul. Yeah. And is Bhagavad Gita only for those who believe in God? Well, the thing is, fortunately and unfortunately, even atheists have something from Bhagavad Gita. So, the metaphysical science, when Bhagavad Gita is seen from a perspective of metaphysical science, as a science, then of course it will be of some interest to the atheists. Metaphysical science, spiritual dynamics. So they would see this more as an energy phenomenon. And that will be more close to the impersonal appreciation of truth. But even then, Bhagavad Gita has metaphysical science. So there is something for those who want to look at the whole creation only from the aspect of energy, energies, modes. Yeah. But inevitably, if they are open, Adhyakshena Prakriti Suyatena Characharam Hetu Nanena Kaunteya Jagat Viparivartate. There it says, Bhagavan says, under my direction, the whole material energy is being operated. So that is there in Bhagavad Gita. But if the scientists want to look at the scientific aspect of the creation, that is also present in Bhagavad Gita. So what are all these religions in the world about? Yeah, different religions are there. So the major category of religions, one is Sanatana Dharma, the other one are Abrahamic religions, like the Muslims, Christians, Jews, like that. So Abrahamic religions. And the other religions, Parsi, those are any miscellaneous religions. They all fall into these categories. Sanatana Dharma endorses Brahmeti Paramatmeti Bhagavan iti shabdyate. Sa vadanti tattva vidas yajnanam advayam Brahmeti Paramatmeti Bhagavan iti shabdyate. So Sanatana Dharma endorses the absolute truth, Param Satyam, in three stages. One is Brahmeti, the Brahman realization, then Paramatmeti, the Paramatma realization, then Bhagavan, the Bhagavan realization. Three. So this is Sanatana Dharma. Okay. Three aspects of the absolute truth. And anything other than Sanatana Dharma, they are either a different, either they are different varieties of impersonalism or religion based on faith, like that. So that's where the rest of the religions in the world fall in that category, apart from Sanatana Dharma. So religions based on faith are Abrahamic religions. Yeah, they do not have the tattva, philosophy. They only have faith. Those are faith-based religions. Sanatana Dharma is not simply faith-based. It is a science. Tattva is there. That's the difference. Okay. And what are who am I? Answer to that is Bhagavad Gita, second chapter. The whole second chapter tells us who we actually are, the soul. Second chapter is there. Many shlokas are there. I just put there only 4 of them, 20, 22, 23, 24. Dehinosmin yada dehe kaumaram yavvanam jara tada dehantara prapte dhirastatra namutyate. And achedyoyam adahyoyam. The soul is never destroyed. It's not cut into pieces. It's not burnt, like that. So everything about the soul in the second chapter. Okay, if I am soul, where did this soul, me, where did I come from? Mama evamse jiva loke, jiva bhuta sanatana. Mama eva amsha. Bhagavan is saying in 15th chapter, 7th sloka, 15.7. Answer is there. Where did I come from? Who do I belong to? Mama evamse jiva loke, jiva bhuta sanatana. You are my amsa, says Bhagavan. So we came from Bhagavan. If Bhagavan is like sun, we are like particles of sun or rays of sun. Okay. Then what is the purpose of my life here? Bhagavad Gita has presented it in 3 stages. For those who are beginners, Bhagavad Gita says, your purpose is karmanyeva adhikaraste ma paleshu kadachana. Just perform your duty without attachment to the result. Perform your dharma without attachment to the results. That is the purpose of your life. And if somebody is a little more, if their consciousness is a little more blossomed, then they are ready for a bigger truth. Then Bhagavad Gita says, Brahma Bhuta Prasannatma na shochati na kangshati. The purpose of your life is to attain the Brahman. And for those who are whose consciousness is even more evolved and wants to be with Bhagavan, then what is their purpose of life? Machchitta madgata pranaha bodhayantah parasparam kadayantastu mam nityam tushyanti charamanti cha. Their only purpose in life is machchitta madgata prana. Bodhayanta parasparam. They are absorbed in my katha, in my thoughts, and they are deeply satisfied, and they're always busy relishing about my glories. That is the purpose of life. That's a beautiful one, right? That is for the devotees. For those who want to reciprocate with Bhagwan and relish bhakti rasa, there is tushyanti charamanti cha all the time. That's the purpose of life. For that, sarvadharman parityajya mamekam sharanam braja. So, put aside all the purposes of life. You just take a shelter of me. What do we do taking shelter of the Lord? Machitta madgata prana. Absorbed in the loving service of Bhagwan. That is the purpose of life. So, Bhagavad Gita gave that answer in different levels. Next, what is this world? What is it that we are seeing around? Well, this world, bhumiraporanalo vayur kammano buddhirevacha ahankara itiyamme bhinna prakritirashtada. This world is made of all these elements, the Panchamahabhutas, and also the three elements, the mind, intelligence, ego. That's there outside too. It's not just in our body. All those elements are there. And then apareyam itastvanyam prakritim viddhime param jiva bhuta mahabaho yayedam dharyate jagat. So this world has all these material elements, and in these material elements, like in a watermelon, the seeds are present. In these material elements, the souls are there. Jiva bhuta mahabaho. Is that it? Is there anybody else along with the souls too? Uttama purushastu anyaha paramatmeti udahartaha. There is Paramatma also, along with these jivas, accompanying the jivas in this material world. How is this material world like? Urdhva moolam atashakam. Then the Ashwata Vriksha, the description of the Ashwata Vriksha in 15.12. So this is material world. This material world is like a reflection of the banyan tree, and this is made of these material elements, bhumi, rapo, ranalo, vayur, and in these material elements are present apareyam itastva anyam jiva bhuta, all the souls, and along with this jivas, paramatmeti, the Paramatma is present along with the jivas. Uttama purushastu annaya paramatmeti udaharata. This is material world, through and through. Okay, if this is material world, are there more planets and universes? And if there are planets, how many gods are there? Bhagavad Gita, again, there are other shlokas too, but we just quoted this 7.23, 9.20. Antavattu phalam tesham yat bhavati alpamedasha devan devayacho yanti mat bhaktam yanti mamapi 7.23. Whoever worships the demigods, they go to the planets of the demigods. So there are demigods and there are planets for the demigods. Traividya mam somapa puta papa. And whoever worships the Indra for the Somarasa, they go to Swarga. And there's one more thing. Brahma Bhuvana Loka Punaravartino Arjuna. Brahma Loka, starting from the Brahma Loka to the down to the lowest one. Everybody, all of them, they are subject to inhalation. So in this way, different gods and their planets are mentioned in Bhagavad Gita. These are just fundamentals are mentioned here. More details are present in the other literature. Then, okay, if they are the demigods, different planets, who is the Lord? Who is the Lord? Where is the pramana? The Lord is saying, Shri Bhagavan Vacha, he says, I am the Lord. Where is he saying that? 10.23. Name vidussuraganaha prabhavam na maharshaya aham adirhi bhutanam maharshinam cha sarvashaha. Nobody said that. It's only Bhagavan that can say it, and that's what he said. 10th chapter, that's second and third shloka. Yomam anadim cha. That is, 2 and 3 together. And what else is saying? So the Lord is saying, from me, everyone has come. I know everyone, but nobody knows me. And what else is saying? Aham sarvasya prabhavo matta sarvam pravartate. Idi matva bhajante mam buddha bhava samanvitaha. I am present everywhere. There is no place that is devoid of me. Aham sarvasya prabhavo matta sarvam pravartate. Everything has manifested from me, and I am present everywhere. After saying all this, Arjuna says, Param Brahma, Parandhama, Pavitram, Paramam Bhavan. Yes, O Lord, you are Param Brahma, you are Pavitram, Paramam Bhavan. Ahustva Rishaya Sarve, Devarshis Naratastada. Everybody, all the sages have said that you are Bhagavan, you are Param Brahma, you are Parandhama. And now you yourself are declaring Bhagavan. So that's 10, 12, 13. That's all in 10th chapter. And is that it? Is just that Bhagavan present everywhere, and Bhagavan is the origin of every source of everything and everyone, and he's declared as Supreme Personality of Godhead? Or is he present anywhere else in this world? Ishvara Sarva Bhutanam Hriddeshe Arjuna Tishtati. This Ishvara, Bhagavan, is also present in the heart of all living entities. So this is Lord, the Lord, Supreme Personality of Godhead. Without a question, without a doubt. He's saying, here I am, the origin of everything and everyone. Here I am, that is present everywhere, and everything has manifested from me. Here I am declaring myself as the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Here I am saying that I am present in the heart of all living entities. So beautiful. So that's the Lord. Where is the Lord? And who is the Lord and where is he? Those are the answers. Next. That's about the Lord that we have heard so far. That's about the material world, about the different planets, about the demigods, about the soul. Now, coming to actually, yeah, we will go with this one. This is good. It's okay. We'll go ahead. Yeah. Then, next question. So we have touched the Ishvara, the Jiva, a little bit. Now coming to the moods. Okay. Next question. Why do I feel different at different times? Sometimes I feel a little peaceful. Sometimes I feel angry. Sometimes I feel sad. Why this mood changes? Why is my mood changing? Is something operating on me? Is something influencing me? If I'm shivering, I know it is because of this Cold, AC. If I'm sweating, I know it is because of heat. Then what is it that is making me angry, peaceful, sad? Ah, Sattvam Rajastama iti Gunaprakriti Sambhavaha. There is a Sattva, Rajas, Tama, Gunas. These three gunas. Under that influence, all the jivas, all of us, we are different at different times. So that is present in the 14th chapter. 5th shloka. And 7, 8, 9 nicely explains about different symptoms of different symptoms in different modes. 7, 8, 9, 10. And how the modes always compete. Okay. That's why we feel different at different times. Okay, next question. Why do I have these problems? Is it because of all these people around? Is the life like this not fair to me? Why do I have these problems? Bhagavad Gita says, your problems are because of your Rajoguna, your Tamoguna. Sattvaguna also gives a little problem, but you're still happy in that. But the problems are mainly because of the gunas that you're under the influence of. Prakritistani karshati. So, Mamaivanse jiva loke jiva bhuta sanatana. You are my amsa. I am very happy. Satchit ananda vigraha. You are supposed to be like that too, but you are not like that. Do you know why? My dear jiva, that is, Mamaivanse jivaloke jivabhuta sanatana manashastani indriyani prakritistani karshati. Because you are struggling with the senses, 5 senses plus 1, 6, the 6 senses. You are struggling with the senses. So the problem is with your senses, with your mind, and the root problem is the modes. The modes, the ahamkara, that's the origin of the modes. From ahamkara comes sattva, rajas, tamoguna. So our problem is because of our modes, which are acting upon our intelligence and our senses. Of course, not to speak about the body and the body troubles. So that's why the problems. 14th chapter, 12, 13. Yeah, it's explaining what are the problems in Rajoguna, what are the problems in Tamoguna. Those 2 shlokas explain well. So that's about why do I have problems? Why do I have problems? Why do I feel different at different times? I used to point my fingers outside. I tried to fix outside. But here Bhagavad Gita is saying something different. It's because of our modes and the senses along with the mind. So how can I always be happy and peaceful? That's a very good question. Very relevant one. After all this, hearing all about these problems. Na asti bhuttera yuktasya, na cha yuktasya bhavanaha. Na cha bhavanaha shanter, ashantasya kuta sukham. Put your buddhi and mana on Bhagavan. Otherwise, there will be no shanti. If the intelligence and the manas is not placed on Bhagavan, there will not be shanti. And if there is no shanti, ashantasya kuta sukham, where will be happiness? Where will be the happiness? That's 2.66. 2.70. Apuryamanam achalam pratishtam samudramapah pravishanti yatva. This is, one can be peaceful only when they tolerate the urge for desires, not by gratifying the desires. Ta-da! How can I be peaceful? Tolerate the urges. Then you will be peaceful. Don't run after gratifying the urges. Vacho vegam manasa krodha vegam, udara vegam, upasta vegam. All the vegas, tolerate. Tolerate the vacha vegam. Tolerate the urge to speak. Vacho vegam manasa krodha vegam. Tolerate the urge of anger. So tolerate the desires, tolerate the urges, then you will be peaceful. Not when you give yourself to those urges. That's 2.70. And the beautiful one, Srila Prabhupada calls this as peace formula. 5.29. Bhoktaram yajna tapasam sarvaloka maheshwaram suhrudam sarva bhutanam natva mam shantim rachati. Shantim rachati, you will be peaceful. So we will be peaceful when we know the Lord is the enjoyer of all that we do, the sacrifices. He is the proprietor and He's our dearest friend. Okay? That's how we can be happy and peaceful. Next. What's the difference between self-realization and God-realization? That's there in the 6th chapter. 6.27, self-realization. 6.28, Brahma Samsparsham is Bhagavan realization. Vigata Kalmashaha. So that's self-realization and God-realization. In self-realization, we will only realize that we are soul. In God-realization, not only we realize that we are soul, but we also realize that we are from the God. So in the light of God, we see ourselves. That's God-realization. So God-realization includes self-realization. But self-realization does not necessarily have to include God-realization. Like Brahmananda platform, impersonal realization is just self-realization. But when we are realizing God, Bhagavan, then we are also realizing ourselves like that. What is death? Anything about the death and the soul is in the 2nd chapter. Death is what? Vasamsi jirnani yada vihaya navani grihnati naro parani tada sharirani vihaya jirnani anyani sanyati navani dehi. Death is simply change of bodies. As if a person changes, gives up the old garments and takes up the new garments. Soul gives up a old body and takes up a new body. So death is simply the change of the bodies, says Bhagavad Gita. Simply change of the bodies. What happens to me after I die? Simply change in the body. After death, then the soul, the jiva, takes up one more body. On what basis the jiva will get one more body? Based on, that is in, actually, it's not 5.8, it's 15.8. I have to change that one. 15.8 to 10. And those shlokas describe about the reincarnation, how the soul with the subtle body migrates to the womb of a mother in this 8,400,000 species. And according to the karma and the desire of that subtle body, the soul gets a different body in the next life. That's in 15.8 and 10. That's about the death and after death. Okay. While when I'm living, how to work in a way that karma doesn't touch me, so I don't fall in this karma network. That is Nishkama Karma Yoga. 2nd chapter, 47 to 49. There's more in 3rd and 5th also, but I just listed those important ones. Karmanyeva adhikaraste ma phaleshu kadachana. And that's the one. And should we work or should we get enlightenment? When we have a tendency to work, we can go sit and meditate. Lord Krishna said that to Arjuna, right? So based on our adhikar, it would be either Nishkama Karma Yoga or Jnana Yoga or the Bhakti Yoga. So should we work? Yes, work. But work in a detached way, not attached to the fruit. That's in 2nd, 3rd, and 5th chapters. So what are the different energies that operate this world? The modes, we already heard. There was an overlap here anyway. But these are the chapters pertaining to the modes. Gunatraya Vibhaga Yoga, 14th chapter. And Shraddhatraya Vibhaga Yoga, 17th chapter. And 18th chapter is the summary anyway. So there are shlokas there too. That's regarding the modes. Last okay, 2 more. Oh yeah, what is Karma Yoga? Where is it described? Same thing, Nishkama Karma Yoga, 2, 3, 5. By this time, dear devotees, all of you, I'm sure, including the children, if we wake you up from sleep and if we ask you, can you summarize Bhagavad Gita? I'm sure you will all, because we have heard it again and again in each session, starting from the 1st chapter till the 18th chapter. So, Nishkama Karma Yoga in 2, 3, 5. Jnana Yoga, it's more based on the Jnana Yoga is scattered. But about the modes, it is present in the 13, 14, 17. And the qualities of Sura, Asura, they are present in 16. But generally, the last 6 chapters of Bhagavad Gita are considered as Jnana Yoga. And the middle 6 chapters are considered as the chapters of Bhakti Yoga from 7 to 12. The 6th one is Ashtanga Yoga. Very $1 million question. Is God, Lord Krishna, even when Krishna comes onto the earth, he is also bound by karma. He has done such karma that he also has to take birth again and have to take the effect of all the bad karma he has done in Kurukshetra. Is that right? Is the Lord also bound to karma? Even if Bhagwan has come down, he still have to experience, he still have to face his karma. Is that true? What is Bhagwan saying? Lord Krishna saying in Bhagavad Gita. Maya Dyakshena Prakriti Suyate Sacharacharam Hetu Nanena Kaunteya Jagat Viparivartate. My Adhyakshena Prakriti, the whole material nature is under my supervision, under my direction. So I am controlling this Prakriti. Why would this Prakriti control me? Why would this karma control me? Maya Adhyakshena Prakriti. Under my supervision are these proceedings happening in this world. Avajananti mam mudha manushim tanumashritam. Fools, only fools think that because I am appearing in a human body, I am also bound by karma. I am also bound by the modes. I am also in the clutches of time. Just because I'm coming in the form of a human, avajananti mam mudha, they are mudha. They think I am bound by this karma, by these modes, by this time. I am not, says Bhagavan. That's in the 9th chapter, 10 and 11. Okay. And the last one. Why should good things happen to bad people and bad things to good people? And how is Bhagavan allowing this to happen? Here it just says, in the how the soul reincarnation happens based on whatever is reposed in the subtle body and whatever karma was accrued in the life. So based on the desire and the karma, living entity gets the next body. Bhagwan doesn't really have to do anything about it. It's just law of nature, law of karma. So a law of karma explains that. Then what does Bhagwan do there? Upadrishtacha anumantacha bhakta bhokta maheshwara. In that case, because the jiva hasn't looked at God yet, it is going through the cycle of karma. It's just the karma machine that is operating. So based on whatever karma was done in the previous life, accordingly, the results will be reaped in the next life. Nothing to do with Bhagwan. It is to do with the soul and the desire of the soul and the karma of the soul. That's the answer. Just that that is what the philosophy is. But when we speak with people, when they are in difficulties like that, when we speak the philosophy, though it is truth, it's harsh. It's difficult in that moment to hear that. So we empathize with them when somebody is going through problems or big challenges in life. We just empathize with them. We don't bring up and saying it's your karma you're facing it. So in difficult times, we don't bring up. We don't bring up, especially for those who are in troubles. We just empathize them. This is just for the understanding why things happen like that. And of course, when they're ready to know what can be done, why things have happened like that, then at that time, we have to wait until they are ready. And when the time is right, then we can let them know what Bhagavan said in Bhagavad Gita, like that, in a sensitive way. But first thing is we empathize when somebody is troubled like that. Next one, last two important questions. Okay, enough of this material world. This is dukkhalayam shashvatam. There are so many modes there that are affecting me, bombarding me, and enough of this reincarnation, one body after the other. So how can I go back to Godhead? How can I reach God? Manmana bhava mad bhakto madhyaji mam namaskuram. Mame vaishyasi satyam te pratijane priyosi me. You will definitely come to me. Bhagavan is giving such an assurance. You just do manmana bhava. Always think of me. Mad bhakto. Just become my devotee. Worship me. Offer respects to me. It means just use your body in the service and use your mind in my thoughts. Inside out, just fill me in. Do for me. You will come to me. 9.34. 11.55 is also same thing, very on similar lines. Mat karma krit mat paramo. Mad bhava. And sama sarveshu bhuteshu. Mad bhaktim labate param. That's also 11.55. These two are very wonderful ones. How to go back to Godhead. Okay. How do I know I am going back to Godhead? Are there any checkers for me, indicators for me that I am being qualified to go back to Godhead? I want some milestones, please. I want to know if I'm driving in the right direction. So what are the milestones that I would see as I'm heading towards back home, back to Godhead, to the spiritual realm. The qualities that would come in the devotee are those milestones. The qualities that are dear to Lord Krishna, the qualities that come from a pure heart. Adveshta sarva bhutanam maitra karuna yevacha nirahankaro nirmamo nirmamo nirahankara sukha dukkha kshami. But adveshta sarva bhutanam maitra karuna yevacha. All of them in the 12th chapter, starting from 13th to 19th. All those qualities dear to Lord Krishna. Adveshta sarva bhutanam maitra karuna yevacha nirmamo nirahankara samadukka sukha. So that's all, dear devotees. These are the question and answers. See? So what did we hear so far? We have heard the we have heard the question and answers regarding, in this way, we have covered the 5 eternal truths. The soul, the Ishvara, the modes, the karma, of course the time element is there. So different aspects, question and answers. Okay. The final summarization of the Gita Pravaha. So far, what did we hear? We have heard the significance of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, the summary of Srimad Bhagavad Gita, and the flow of Bhagavad Gita, the yoga ladder, and Bhagavad Gita, each chapter-wise Bhagavad Gita. And now we have heard the answers from Gita. Also, we also heard, learned, or trying to learn all the important shlokas in Bhagavad Gita that was posted in the WhatsApp. So in this way, with the blessings of Sri Guru Gauranga, all of us are fortunately, very fortunately engaged in this yajna of Gita Pravaha. Dear devotees, thank you all so very much. Thank you all so much. Now, this is all yours. You please say whatever you want to say.